Well, originally I was actually in New York teaching and just working in independent film, kind of a very standard, you know, New York film guy resume. And a friend of mine, Kate Albright-Hanna, who was a CNN producer, had joined the Obama campaign and was making videos, and she thought that, and we were old friends from a long time ago, and she thought that that I'd be good at it, and so she said, why don't you, give it a shot? And actually, on the day I got married, I finally connected with the new media director, Joe Rosebars, and we talked about it, and decided to move to Chicago and join the campaign, and kind of haven't looked back since. Made a straight transition through the presidential transition period all the way through to the White House. Initially, when I joined the campaign, I think I was more of a make short, funny things for YouTube kind of person. And but at some point we realized that the real talent of the show was not short, funny things by Arun Chaudhary. It was Barack Obama being Barack Obama. And so we, did a lot more traveling with the senator and filming him, and that was a gradual process. And then I became the new media road director, which meant it was my job to travel with him and make sure that the videos got shot, to make sure the videos got shot and photos were taken and blogs were done from the road. It's an incredible experience. I think it's any filmmaker's dream to have, access to the leader of the free world and to be able to document this for history. I think what's so great about covering the president is how much he is exactly like you think he is, which I think is probably one of the reasons people really enjoy watching the behind the scenes stuff too. It's like, you're like, that seems like the same guy who I see on TV. I like seeing chaos around the president, and yet he is absolutely, doing his job, being cool, and kind of being able to capture that, like a moment right before he'll walk out on the stage to announce a, Supreme Court justice or something. When we had the nuclear security summit here, I love it. I think one of those sense of sort of normalcy in crazy circumstances, or watching the president interact with other world leaders. And so I remember there was a moment when we were in the chamber where the main meeting was taking place, and he was speaking with and I'm going to get wrong whether it's president or prime minister, but the prime minister of the Netherlands and the president of Chile, and just wanted to make sure that they knew each other beforehand. And so he was like, oh, Jan, do you know, and like, turned out they were staying at the same hotel, and they're like, yes, we ran into each other in the lobby, and just sort of that level of normality amongst these people, who have all this responsibility, I think is wonderful to see. West Wing Week was an idea I had based on basically what I'm telling you. I have all these little moments that don't add up to much on their own, but together they kind of do give you this more intimate picture of the president and what he's really like. And so I thought, well, if we can just connect all the dots together instead of trying to make them stand on their own, then maybe we have something that we can continually release. And I think that it's been a very successful vehicle for me, artistically, to find a spot to put these little moments, and so I'm pretty happy with it. Well, I mean, you've spent time around here, and it is sort of funny, all of the ritual and the craziness that we all do in order to simply function in an environment that's complex. And beyond that, I think that humor is a really good vehicle for conveying sort of certain truths effectively and easily. So, whenever there's an opportunity to make it slightly funny, and I don't think it ever gets more than slightly funny, I'm not trying to pawn it off as being hysterical, I jump at that opportunity for sure. We have a special West Wing Week coming out on Friday, which is behind the scenes of the drawdown in Iraq.
This is Major General Steve Lanza, spokesman for U.S. forces in Iraq. Join us next Friday at whitehouse.gov to go behind the scenes of the extraordinary work that our brave men and women, both troops and civilians, are doing in Iraq.
We got a chance not just to visit with our men and women in uniform, but also Iraqi farmers and the provincial reconstruction teams who are going out to meet with them. And we got a chance to go to the Ministry of Defense with General Odierno, and there's a lot of interesting stuff in there that I think people may not have seen before. Oh, in fact, I have a better story than saving the camera. Here we were in the Forbidden City in China, and I'm filming the president, walking, and I really want to get a nice clean shot of him walking down one of these central open areas. So I'm doing my backup thing, and I see that he's starting to get concerned, and I'm like, I wonder what he's getting concerned about. And then all of a sudden he's like, run! And he lunges forward because I was about to back off over like a 10-foot incline straight down onto, yeah, so. He's a great president.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, November 25th, 2009, one turkey will be pardoned by the President of the United States of America. One turkey will be a free bird.
Ben LeBolt's the one who makes that video.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm really worried about it because I thought we did a good job. It was a good concept, executed okay. Where do we go this year? You know, I have to go bigger. I'll have to make the Citizen Kane of turkey pardoning movies.